Hey guys, Chetan here for PhoneRadar, and today we are going to do the tips and tricks of the Xiaomi's Mi4 flagship smartphone. There are not many mobile vendors that allow so much of freedom, unlike Xiaomi, which has given a full set of customization features to the MIUI users. This is the MIUI version 6 on the Android 4.4.4 KitKat. So the first tip is on how to customize the menu button on the Xiaomi Mi4. The first capacitive touch button on the left bottom is the menu function key, which helps in opening the list of recent apps. You can change it as you wish, but that is only for the long press. And for many who would want an easy access to a few other functions than just the multitasking menu, here's how to do it. Go to settings and then device. There you'll find buttons, and here the first option, recent, is where you need to change the option of long press. You can either have the launch assistant, close current app, or show menu by long pressing the button. The next tip is on how to turn on the flashlight from the lock screen on the Xiaomi Mi4. The lock screen on the Mi4 or the MIUI version 6 has a few extra functions than the standard unlocking and shortcuts. One of them is turning the flashlight on directly from the lock screen. For that, while the screen is active but locked, you just need to long press the home button and the torch or the flashlight turns on. It would not turn off until you prompt it, although the screen would go blank in a few seconds. That's pretty handy and battery saving because the screen is turned off. How to change the look of multitasking or the recent menu on the Xiaomi Mi4. A very beautiful feature from Xiaomi in the latest Mi devices. This lets the user change the way recent apps section shows. By default, when you press the recent key, the left bottom one, the recent apps show up. And it is just the app icon that is seen. But you can make it look like the iOS multitasking screen where large thumbnails are shown with a preview of what is going on in the application. You can change that by pinching out on the empty area in the multitasking screen. Pinching in or out is what changes the look basically. The next tip is on how to extend the battery life with the conserve power mode on the Xiaomi Mi4. Conserving battery and extending the life is what every smartphone user might want to do for a longer use before needing to charge the device again. To do that, there's a balance mode that would allow you to conserve the battery. Even though it has a great battery rating of 3080 mAh, one can hardly get a good battery life if they put it on the performance mode. You'll find these modes in the settings app. Then you further need to tap on the additional settings. There, go to the battery section and select the balanced option as your choice of power settings. That is when the battery life gets starting enhanced. The next tip is on how to manage the block list on the Xiaomi Mi4. You're working on the first day back after weekend and suddenly some unpleasant call came in, which disturbs you a lot, interfering in between your work. So now that you have a Mi4 in the system feature that allows you to block these kind of calls. To access that, you need to go to settings app. There you need to go to security, which will then lead you to a block list feature. This feature will allow you to block several numbers or block everyone if you're so passionately busy, or usually during the night when you wanted only the important calls. You can always make exceptions like emergency contacts. You could also filter the calls using certain keywords. The next tip is on how to set up a screen lock and customize the functionality of the Xiaomi Mi4. There are so many ways to secure the phone, including pattern, pin and password lock. But the MIUI version 6 lets you customize it a little bit further. But first, you have to set a lock screen, and do that, you would have to go to the lock screen option on your device, which can be found in the settings. Now you have various options to choose from, including the display text on lock screen, auto set time on lock screen, the switch toggle to lock screen by power button. Now coming to the security of the phone, you can set up pattern, pin and text or any password. You can get two more options once you sign up for the password lock, which includes the skip swipe screen and unlock the phone with a Bluetooth device. The next tip is on how to scan a barcode on the Xiaomi Mi4. Scanning a barcode is pretty easy on the Xiaomi Mi4 as you won't have to install a third-party app to do so. The MIUI camera app has an inbuilt QR code scanner, which automatically detects the QR code when placed in front of it. You can either access the camera settings from the camera by swiping from the left, or it is available in the settings app. There you have to make sure the toggle is switched to on. That is pretty easy and very useful. Next one is on how to download and change the theme on the Xiaomi Mi4. Xiaomi's Mi store provides tons of themes and customization. With the Mi4 you get the latest themes from the developers. To change the themes first, you have to download them. To do that, you have to go to the themes app available on the home screen of the device. Tapping on that will open the Mi store, where you have to first download the apps by tapping on whichever app you like, as all the apps for the Indian users are currently free. So start downloading any theme and you can apply the theme right away. After you have downloaded a bunch of these themes, you can also switch back to the default theme. To do that, you have to tap on the person icon, local storage, and there you will find all the downloaded themes as well as the default theme. You can switch between them very easily. The next tip is on how to turn the guest mode on the Xiaomi Mi4 on. There are times when you have to give your phones to friends, colleagues, or even family friends for the use, and that is when you will worry about your messages and personal data, because these might get as accidentally changed or deleted. There's an option on the Mi4 that will allow you to hide the messages, notes, pictures, incoming call logs, as well as the launcher settings. This is all done by turning on the guest mode on the device. To access this feature, you have to go to the privacy section in the settings app and further tap on the privacy protection. There you can switch on the guest mode and secure settings and personal contents from others. The last tip is on how to hide the photo album on the Xiaomi Mi4. Again, similar to what we talked about the guest mode, this is only for hiding the photo albums. To do that, you need to go to the gallery and then tap on the local images, followed by tapping on and holding on the album you want to hide. From there you have to choose the option hide so that it would not be visible to others. After the feature has served its purpose, you can unhide the albums by going to the menu of the gallery, which comes up when you tap and hold the menu button on the Mi4. So these were a few tips and tricks. You would find a lot more features and some exceptional settings in the Xiaomi Mi4. And if you're still wondering whether to buy this device, you can check out our Xiaomi's Mi4 review on PhoneRadar. Do like this video and share this with your friends, and subscribe to PhoneRadar for more videos. Thank you.